We're going to talk for a little while, starting with Flourish, and then we'll announce the winner by number. And try not to react. Yeah, the finalists, sorry. Yeah. And then the finalists will go back where we started and redraw for the final, redraw numbers for the final round.
Okay. I guess I got elected to talk first because I've heard a lot of clarinets in the last 3 years.
It's all his fault, right?
So I would want to make a couple of general comments about things we were pleased with. Candidates did not take a whole long time going from one thing to the next. That's a good thing when you're taking an audition of this sort. The question always comes up of warm-ups when switching clarinets. I think people actually would have been fine with us if they'd played a little bit more, but on the other hand, it was really good that nobody blasted us off the stage, as we have had happen in some auditions. The one general comment I think that I was hearing from everybody is this is a little bit of a difficult stage to play, and we heard a lot of loud and not so much soft, and for me, not a lot of in between. And articulation was a little less crisp than we might like, particularly in Mendelssohn and Beethoven. That said, what we did like about the people that we will announce is they did play with the largest dynamic range, with a good sound, with the most musical line, and of course accuracy. So, you guys want to add anything?
I would just like to add that for me, pretty much everybody that played today at one point or another was tonguing the reed as if they were hitting it, and it comes out too heavy for the style of the music that is often there, like Mendelssohn's Scherzo, which should be very light and airy and delicate, in my opinion anyway. So one of the overall things that I think clarinetists need to learn to do is produce an articulation that's clean and clear, like Lori was talking about, but not thuddy or hard. And that means not pushing the reed so hard, not thinking you have to stop the reed with a huge attack. And that was pretty universal, some more than others, but be careful about that. Also, we wanted to mention no talking at all in a behind-the-screen audition. Be careful not to try to make very minimal noise yourself so that you don't identify even whether you're a male or a female. I don't know what your suggestion is about if they have to clear their throat or something, but you can even tell from that, and you're not supposed to be able to tell.
Right. I mean, there's not much we can do if somebody has a cold. I mean, was the monitor back there during? No. I mean, because in a professional audition, you will have somebody on stage, and if you have a question, you ask them. Avoid saying anything sort of out loud.
Yeah, making sure that you take a look at the book so you know what the excerpts are. We had a little bit of a fitful start with the first person who missed one of the excerpts. So you got to make sure that you know. A lot of times you'll have that ahead of time, but just make sure you look at the page. If you're not sure, if there's a proctor there, you can ask. The only other thing that I would add, and I think part of it is the acoustics of the room, that the degree of focus in the sound, I think, is somewhat lost. And so you probably could try to get a little bit more focus in the sound and maybe not force the sound quite so much. But then, you don't know what the hall is like, and so you have to do it at the moment.
Well, that's the critical thing. You're in a new place, it sounds different. You should be able to pick that up in about 2 or 3 notes and figure out that you have to adjust what you've practiced dynamically or tonally or whatever, so that if this room is very easy to play loud in, you just have to really work hard to get a good soft, and everything in between, not just loud, not just soft, all the direction that the phrases have to go.
When one begins the excerpts, and it always seems to be the first thing that we have to play is Mozart exposition. That really should be your party piece. That should be the best thing that you're going to play the whole day, because so many people who are listening on the panel will make a sort of a snap decision about how those first 12 bars of Mozart sound. So just make sure that it's on time, in tune, beautiful sound, beautiful shape. That way, everyone will be listening to you all the way through. Otherwise, sometimes, they just shut down and pick up the Chicago Tribune and go.
I think you can't underestimate what Larry just said. In an audition, I mean, we are one of the orchestras that hears everyone, but therefore we don't give them a whole lot of time. You got to hit the floor running, and when you play the Mozart, it's not just going through the motions. You got to prove that you have something to say in the piece.
Well, they say you only have one chance to make a first impression, so make it a good one.
Well, we have an annual audition, so you have
One chance a
chance
year.
after chance.
For years and years.
I think
So-
that's it. So,
The people who have made the next round are number
4, 5, 6, and 9.
congratulations
All right, so you all
to all
head
of you.
out. We're gonna have a little bit of break, get set for the final round, and be back.